Alright, welcome to the CMS training. We're going to be going over the Joomla site here. This is the first video. What I want to do here is go through and do the CMS intro, just tell you a little bit of what it's about, how it works. We'll log in and I'll show you a little bit around the control panel. So we'll break this up into several videos so you can watch any video that you want to. First thing, CMS stands for Content Management System. How it operates is on a database. So whenever somebody comes to your website, let's say they go to the home page, what's happening is there's a template that is used that we've set up, and people come there and what the web server does is grab the template, put in the content, and then hand it over and say, okay, here's the home page. Or if it's the About Us page, it grabs the inside page template, puts in the right content, gives it to whoever's coming to look at your site. So what that means is all the content that people are seeing is being generated real time. So when they come there, they're getting the latest version of the site. Okay. So I mentioned the templates, so there's kind of usually a home page and inside page template. We flip in between screens here. This is one site I'm going to use as an example. It's called JMac. They make recycling type products, compactors and stuff. So here's their home page. So it's got some room right in here for the text. Then if we go look at an inside page, like the About Us page, it's pretty similar, kind of. I hope it did change. It was a little slow, but you see how it changed from the home page to the inside page. There's more room for text on the inside page. It's got the same kind of look, but just a little different layout. So that's the difference between the templates. And what you're going to be editing is you're going to be editing this text here, which is the title, and then all this text in the middle here is what you've got to edit. You can even add buttons or images, which could be buttons, in as well. That's sort of the main content area, we call that. Over on this side, we might have different modules set up. They've got one here to highlight their compactors. This search form up here, or search box people call it, is also a module. And there can be all kinds of different modules set up here. But this is what we're going to be editing when we go and edit a page, or what the CMS calls a content item. I'll flip to my other tab, and here's the administration login. Basically, you go to your site, add /administrator, and then that gives you this page where you can log in. You should know your username and password. Once you do that, you can click login. Takes a second to load. Then this is sort of the control panel of the CMS. Bunch of things happening here. These are some of the main buttons or areas that you go into, different kinds of managers. Over here it shows you who's logged in. It's probably only going to be you, but if you've got multiple users, you might see them. Or if you have people using your website that they have to register to use, or which may be invisible to them, like a shopping cart, people are kind of signing in to use that. You might see those users here. This tab tells you what pages are kind of most popular. This is just one tool to see some stats. It's not actually a very good tool, but it is what it is. We've reset all these hit counters on the pages to 0 when the site launched, so this is kind of since the site launched. And if you add new pages in, then that skews all the stats. So like I said, it's not really that great of a thing, but it's there. You should have other stats programs installed, like your server stats, and then Google Analytics should also be installed. And Google Analytics is actually the best one to use, because server stats is going to keep track of every page that you go through in the administration. It's going to count that as a page view when it's really you going in there, not someone on your site. Whereas Google Analytics, what that does is just register hits or register traffic, or keep track of stats when people are actually viewing pages on your site. So that's why we like Google Analytics a lot, and their stats are really great. Tells you where people are coming from, what keywords are using. You can run all kinds of filters. It's really cool. But that's that. This one I like. Recently added articles. If you go in and work on a page and then close out and realize 10 minutes later, hey, I forgot to go do something. You can just log in, go right here. Oh, here's the page I was working on, and go right back into it and edit it. And then there's this menu stats thing, which has to do with the navigation. We'll kind of get to that later. I don't even use this kind of menu too much, so I usually leave it set here to show the users. And then a couple other things. There's different menus up here. Don't get too scared about all the options you see here. You're not even going to be using most of those, but these are kind of here for us to go in and do to set up new programs or do further configuration or things that we need to do. You might actually use some of these components. We'll kind of get to that later. But you're going to be hanging around in just a couple of areas, mainly in this article manager here. But we left all these controls in here just so we can quickly go in and edit things that you want. If you're not sure about something, be careful. Don't edit it if you're not sure. But also don't be afraid to kind of experiment also. Some things have undos. Something gets sent to the trash where they can be retrieved. Some things can simply be deleted. But you still do need to be careful, because as soon as you save something on here, it's essentially live on the website. So, all right, that's it for the intro. The next video, we're going to go into the article manager, explore what's in there, and go from there. Thanks.